Testing, testing, 1, 2. Testing, testing, 1, 2. Fantastic. Great. We're good to go. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to BWTM News and Entertainment. Breaking news coming out of Hollywood. Former actor, Batman, Adam West. He was the iconic Batman, the Batman who was known in some referred to him as the campy Batman, some referred to him as the original Batman in the blue and grey tights, has passed away. So I'm just going to read up a little bit about this story. Supposedly he passed away aged 88 with a battle of pneumonia. I think it's pneumonia, leukemia. I think it's leukemia, but I'll double check. But he's passed away. I think it's leukemia. So Adam West was born William West Anderson. Didn't know that. Commonly known as Adam West, was an American actor whose career spanned 7 decades. He was best known for having portrayed Batman in the 1960s ABC series Batman and its theatrical film. So he's born in September 19th, 1929 in Walla Walla, Washington, United States. He died in Los Angeles, California, United States of America. I'm going to take the article from the Hollywood Reporter. Adam West, straight-faced star of TV's Batman, dies in 1988. The actor struggled to find work after the campy superhero series was cancelled, but he rebounded with voiceover gigs, including one as the mayor on Family Guy. Adam West, the actor who managed to keep his tongue in cheek while wearing the iconic cowl of the Cape Crusade on the classic 1960s series, has died. He was 88. West, who was at the pinnacle of pop culture after Batman debuted in January 1966, only to see his career fall short to typecasting after the ABC show Flamed Out, died Friday night in Los Angeles after a short battle with leukemia. Like I said, a family spokesperson said, West died peacefully surrounded by his family, and is survived by his wife Marcella, 6 children, 5 grandchildren, and 2 great-grandchildren. Our dad saw himself as the bright knight and aspired to make a positive statement on his fans' lives. He was and always will be our hero, his family said in a statement. After struggling for years without a steady job, the good-natured actor reached a new level of fame when he accepted the role to voice the mayor of Quahog, named Adam West. That's a coincidence. On Seth MacFarlane's long-running animated hit Family Guy. On the big screen, West played a wealthy mainline husband who meets at the early end in Paul Newman's The Young Philadelphians in 1959, was one of the first 2 humans on the Red Planet in Robinson Crusoe's On Mars 1964, and contributed his velvety voice to the animated Redux Riding Hood in 1997, which received an Oscar nomination for Best Short Film. Raised in a ranch outside Walla Walla, Washington, West caught the attention of Batman producer William Dozier when he played Captain Quirk, a James Bond-type character in a sailor cap in the commercial of Nessie Quick. West, who had appeared in many Warner Brothers television series as a studio contract player, was filming the spaghetti western The Relentless Four in 1965 in Europe at the time. He returned to the States to meet with Dozier, read the plot script, and knew about 20 pages that was the kind of comedy I wanted to do, he said in a 2006 interview with the Archive of American Television. He signed a contract on the spot, only asking that he would be given the chance to prove who would be his sidekick, Robin the Boy Wonder. He would okay the casting of Burt Ward, who had brown belt in karate but zero acting experience. The tone of our first show by Lorenzo Semple Jr. was one of the most absurdly and tongue-in-cheek, to the point I found it irresistible, West said. I think they recognized that in me from what they'd seen me do before. I understood the material and brought something to it. You can't play Batman in a serious, square-jawed, straight-ahead way without giving the audience a sense that there's something behind the mask wanting to get out, that he's a little crazed, he's strange. The hunky Lynn Wagner, later of the Carol Burnett Show, and Peter Dial also tested to play Gotham City crime fighters, but West and Ward clearly were superior, and Batman debuted at 7:30 p.m. on the 12th of January 1966. It was Wednesday. The cliffhanger episode would be resolved the very next night. Same time, same bat time, same back channel. The show was originally intended to last an hour, but ABC split it up when it had two slots available on primetime schedule. West said that he played Batman for laughs, but in order to do that, one had to never think it was funny. You just had to pull out that cowl and believe that no one would recognize you. The series, filmed in eye-popping bright color in an era of black and white and featuring a revolving set of villains like the Riddler, Joker, Penguin, and Catwoman, was an immediate hit. The Thursday installment was number 5 in the Nielsen rating of the 1965 to 1966 season, and the Wednesday edition was number 10. Stellar exemplar, a king to the end, Newmar said of West in his statement. He was bright, witty, and fun to work with. I will miss him in the physical world and savor him always in the world of the imagination and creativity. He meant so much to so many people. Batman was nominated for Emmy Award for Outstanding Comedy Series in the first year, losing out to The Dick Van Dyke Show. The 20th Century Fox movie was rushed into production and played in theaters in the summer before season 2 kicked off in September 1966. However, the popularity of the show soon plummeted, and Batman, despite the addition of Yvonne Craig as Batgirl, was cancelled in 1968 after its third season. West quickly struggled to find work, forced to make appearances in his cape and cowl at car shows and carnivals in such obscure films as The Marriage of the Young Stockbroker in 1971, written by Semple, and The Happy Hooker Goes Hollywood in 1980. He and his family downsized, leaving their home in the tiny Pacific Palisades of Ketchum, Idaho. The people were hiring the people who were running the studios, running the shows, were dinosaurs, the actor said in the 2013 documentary starring Adam West. They thought Batman was a big accent, that there was no real creative thought, expertise, or art behind it. They were wrong. He returned to voice the iconic character in cartoons such as The New Adventures of Batman, Legends of Superheroes, Super Friends, the legendary Superpower Show, and The Simpsons, and Warner Brothers' long-awaited DVD of ABC's Batman in 2014 brought him back into the Bat Signal spotlight. He was born William West Anderson in Seattle, September 1928, the second of two sons. His father, Otto, was a wheat farmer. His mother, Audrey, was a pianist and an opera singer. West attended an all-boys high school, then graduated with a major in English literature from Whitman College. During his senior year, he worked for a local radio station, doing everything from Sunday morning religion shows to the news. He also appeared in a couple of plays at a local theatre. I found I could move an audience, and I was appreciated, he said. In the Army, West served as an announcer on American Forces Network television, then worked as a station manager at Stanford while he was a graduate student. He got a job at McClatchy Station in Sacramento, California, then moved to Hawaii, where he hosted a 2-hour weekly show in the late 1950s with a diaper-wearing chimp called Peaches. West said he once got interviewed William Holder as the actor was passing through. West got the contract of Warner Brothers at $150 a week and was placed in one of the studio's TV series, Cult, 45 Maverick, Hawaiian Eye, 77 Sunstrip, Chien, etc. Pretty much every week. He got his regular TV slot when he played Detective Sergeant Stephen Nelson under the command of Robert Taylor on the 1959 to 62 ABC NBC series The Detectives, coming on board when the show expanded to 1 hour in color. After he split with all Warner Brothers. West showed up in the forgettable films of Geronimo 1962, starring Chuck Connors, Tammy and the Doctor 1963, with Sandra Dee, and the Three Stooges film The Outlaws is coming in 1965, before Batman changed his life forever. He later starred in the rejected 1991 NBC pilot episode called Look Well, written by Conan O'Brien and Robert Smigel, in which he portrayed a once famous TV detective who thinks he can solve crimes in real life. Then came the gig on the McFarlane Family Guy. I had done a pilot with Seth that he'd written for me. It turned out that we wanted the same kind of comic sensibilities, and we got along well, he said in the 2012 interview. When Family Guy came round and Seth became brilliantly successful, he decided to call me and see what I was doing. He asked if I would come on board as Mia, and I thought it would be neat to do some sort of things absurd and fun. The documentary starring Adam West accumulated with him receiving a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame in 2012. He married Marcella in 1970. They met when she was the wife of the Len Jet founder, and they posed for a publicity photo in Santa Monica Airport with him in his Batman costume. They each had 2 children from previous marriages, then added a couple of their own. When Batman was cancelled, the only thing I thought it would be the end of me, and it was for a bit, he told an audience in Comic Con 2014. Then I realized what we created in the show. We created a zany, lovable world. I look around, I see adults. I see you grew up with me, and you believe in the adventure. I never believed this would happen, that I would be up there with illustrious people like yourselves. I'm so grateful. I'm the luckiest actor in the world, folks, to be still hanging around. So that is basically the life story of Adam West, the man who formerly was known as Batman, the original Batman, the TV series, and just so sad to hear that he's passed away. So my personal memories of Adam West, I used to tune in every day in the mornings. I think he used to come on, I think 6:30, 7 o'clock in the morning in the UK on a Saturday morning and a Sunday. So it'd be same back time, same back channel. It was good, really good. I enjoyed it when Batgirl came into it as well. I would love to have seen a crossover of Adam West, maybe the Superman getting involved, or Green Arrow getting involved. But I guess that Batman universe was really, you couldn't compare that Batman universe to the Batman universe where Michael Keaton and Tim Burton came along and made a difference and made it very dark. And it never really shifted out of that once Keaton and Tim Burton got involved. It just got darker with Val Kilmer, and then it got sort of campy again with Clooney, and then we had Christian Bale, who made Batman very dark and very violent, and then we've had now Ben Affleck. So yeah, it's sad to hear we've lost 2 iconic characters in the space of a month. First Roger Moore, now Adam West. James Bond and Batman. Wow. Just wow. This has been BWTM News and Entertainment, just reporting that Adam West, the Batman actor, has passed away after a short battle with leukemia, age 88. Rest in peace, Adam. Thank you for the memories. Thank you for Batman. You're watching BWTM. Don't forget to rate, subscribe, and leave your comments. We're out. Take care.